I love ya. Blessed good morning. I'm going on Instagram. I love ya. Blessed day. Hey, Carol. Grand Rising. Oh, Mahogany, the chemist, always the first one. I'm so happy to see you here this morning. And Nicole. Yes, so many of you are joining today. Thank you very much. Allison is here. Cameron Walker. Mel Nichelle. Yes. So welcome everyone. The power of you, the power of you, the power of you. We are here. Thank you. Yes, blessings of this day to Yeyefini and all. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Thank you, everyone. Today, we are going to speak power of you every Wednesday at 12 o'clock so that we can have a moment to catch our breath. Hold on. Excuse me. Yes, so we are here. The power of you. I just want to say I love y'all. I love the people who are part of the world that I live in and that I walk through. So I am just so happy to have y'all here. Today, we are speaking about the power of friendship. That everyone is not a friend. And y'all know over the years I've said I don't have any enemies. I have friends in denial. Baby, as a queenager, I have learned to speak some other words over myself. Yes. So today we want to speak about what is a friend, the importance of a friend. This is the time of year that we are shifting from fall into winter. We're detoxing, rejuvenating, recalibrating, going into looking back what we said we wanted to do this year and see if there's something that we missed and trying to see if we could just catch a little ritual or service or awareness that we can shift so that we can look at this year. Next year, we can look back and say, this was the power year that was said that it would be a number 8 year. This year was a year to go out and get what is yours, what you've worked over the years for. And we're walking into a 9, which is change, which is recalibration, re-upping yourself, shifting the energy around your house. So this is a time for us to look at who am I? And why am I here? And what have I brought with me this far? One of the rituals that, I don't know if it's a ritual or a ceremony or a practice that I do every year at this time is I keep a bag at the door. And as I'm putting away my summer clothes and bringing out my winter clothes or reorganizing my closet and my house to have that kind of wintry place, like you see my plants back here and things like that, I just start dropping things in it. And then I take it to there's a friend of mine that she collects it for me and she takes it to a shelter and she takes it also to a church. And so that's what I do. I just take stuff and drop it there. And whenever I'm going out or I call her, I just pick up a bag and you'll be surprised how much stuff we gather during the year that we say, oh, this is cute. Let me get it. You haven't used it in 10 years. Why are you still keeping it? So this is a time to do that kind of stuff. And some of you know that I've been doing juicing and fasting. I got to put a picture up of me. I'm snatched. Yes. Hey. So in this time that we're shifting now and we're looking at, there are things that we need to put at the door. Friends, people, situations, relationships, doo-doo, all of that. Because we cannot bring in a new year with the old toxic things in our body, minds, or spirit. So cleansing out this time of year, and those of you that follow me know that my book, Meaningful Monday, has everything, how to start a fast, how to be in a fast, whatever. And you can just set yourself up 7 days, 5 days, 3 days, whatever. But we have to flush our intestines out. We cannot put new stuff in our body, minds, and spirit, and then expect to be our vibrant self. We are going into a new year, a new hope, a new situation, a new you. And so those of you that will listen to this years later or months later, a new year is every month. Every month you have a new opportunity. So this is a recycling time. So getting rid of all of that fecal matter in you until you're feeling vibrant again. Your brain starts like, oh my God. Oh, ooh, that's the connection. Your closet, move it out. Say, I don't need this anymore. I'm dragging stuff. And your relationships, we may have to calibrate it. So as we prepare for the new season, be very intentional, committed, and clear as to what you no longer want. If you don't want it, don't ask for what it is that you're going towards. Ask for what it is you don't want. Because in a number 9, you're getting rid of stuff. You're moving stuff that doesn't work anymore. The entire year is going to be about that. And so the number 9 year. And so you're going to be doing fasting, cleansing, detoxing, recalibrating. Will bring triggers and reminders of the importance of this time of year. So you're going to have some little triggers. I have been working on some really deep triggers, some things that have come up that I've had to recalibrate my brain around and take responsibility for. And so who you're connected to is very important in your life. In our life, we are community people. We belong to community. I saw this show, my daughter and I watched this series called Alone. Whoa, that was powerful. If y'all can look at it, it's about going and being alone by yourself and trying to find food, shelter for yourself. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And how you can lose your mind by being alone. The need for community, the appreciation for just the voice of someone else to see you and support you is so important. So as human beings, for those of you who are scientists, y'all understand all of the scientific formulas. All I know is that when you are alone, you're stuck to everything that you believe is real. Past, present, future, real or not real. And so in that being said, we always want to connect our lives to someone else. And at this time, it's very important for us to know who are the people that are important to us. Who are our support groups? So if we have friends in our lives, sometimes, not if, but we have friends in our lives sometimes that are closer than our family. I know I do. For whatever reason, you have chosen your friends or your friends have chosen you in this walk of life, your egg bay has gotten it. Family, sometimes the dynamics at a certain time, you're not as close and you may get back, and sometimes you never get back. But we all have friends that are closer than family. And those are the people that give us our emotional support. This is a time for us that as we are removing stuff from our bodies, from our homes, emotional things are going to come, and you need to have those friends. These people are in your life to add to your life. They defend your name publicly and privately. When anybody is talking about you, about your character, those your people like, what? No, stop right now. Those are the people that right now are in your space, and you need to look at, and we need to look at. And we have to be a friend as well. So vice versa. So we are here in our life to add meaning to each other's life. These are the people that defend your name, that when you're not there and somebody said something about your character, you can move it. Friends are people who friends are people who you've checked over the years. Do they have my back, or are they just talking about it? And anytime that I'm speaking, I'm talking from experience. Speaking from experience, that sometimes you have people in your life that you think are your friends. And as a priest, as a teacher, and that over the years, I have been very guilty of trying to make people friends that I have not really vetted and just looked into for real. People that are just for students, or they're coming for help, and me wanting them to be a friend, the situation changed. Sometimes rapidly and sometimes over the years, but you always have an idea. You always have an idea that somehow there's a competition going on here, or there's a lack of support when I'm not there. I hear that you were there and you didn't say, All of us have that. As human beings, we sometimes step into situations because of what it is that we're working on, whatever it is that we're working on. And if any of you that's in my SEI program that you've been through it, the SEI program is Self-Empowerment Intensive. That's what we go into to find out, why is it that we are wired like this? Why is it that we behave like this? And we bring healing to our families from 7 generations. And so some of the things that, if you read my book, you know, some of the issues that I have is maybe abandonment issues. Some of it may be betrayal. It's not abandonment, but betrayal more so. So that comes up with me. So feeling betrayed, you're going to be looking for people that, you know, oh, this is going to be friends, and this is going to be, and I've done this, and they've done this, and we're going to walk this walk together. No, 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 no. People come into our life for a season, a reason, or a lifetime, and we have to be very close. You got to have a friend that you know that that person got your back, that no matter what, if somebody's saying something, they say, no, wait a minute. Let me correct you on this one. Or just get up and move. Just get up. I'm not even going to be a part of this. And then that's not a friend. But then you have those situations where, without saying too much about people, where you may have lost friends. Now, you don't really lose, but it's time to move on. And you have a set that don't deal with you anymore. And then you have them collecting as a group. Whoa, that exists. So we need to be real. I know I've gotten real with pooping out my poop. I have gotten really, really real about some of the stuff that I was holding on to. You know, so if you know that you thought it was a friend and it's not a friend, and come to find it, it's a whole group of them that have gotten together, that. And I think that because this morning I wasn't going to talk about it. I was going to talk about Odu, how Odu is precise and strategic. But this morning came across my feed a relationship that betrayed me. And I was like, whoa. And I went in there in my spirit. And I heard, I was on the internet and I heard this young man was speaking about friendship, and that's what inspired me. So you see how God always tells you exactly where you need to be and how you need to be. And so I was triggered with that to say, wow, I remember this year because it was the anniversary of something important. And I was like, whoa, I thought that was a friend. So what did you do to contribute to the fact that you realize later that it was a deep betrayal? Acknowledge yourself, what role you played in it. Going in blindly wanting friends from people that you have not really known their essence, their deep stuff, that what they would do under duress, under triggers, under something that they got to the point where you and them, the relationship just was that time to go. How it left, that's the thing that you recognize is not a friend. So for me, I'm grateful today. And I know some of you are here, have been through that, because if you're human, you're going to go through that, because we're always looking for community. We're always looking for something to support us, to connect to us, to make us feel like family, make us feel like not alone, as that show. So friends are going to speak into your dreams, into your wishes, into your passion. Those are your best friends. Those are the friends that are going to always support you in the things that they know that make you happy. And it's not about buying you gifts and setting you big bouquets. And that it's about being there for you, that you know that if anybody says something in the dark, they're going to say not here and call you and let you know if they know it's going to be helpful. Friends are not secret. If you have a friend that is a secret, competing with you, and you have some energy in there that there's someone, a friend that is competing with you, that's not a friend. It's not an enemy, but it's not a friend. And we have to be very clear in removing some of those things now that we're going into this new year, because things are going to be coming back in the number 9 year in 2024, 2025. They're going to come back to look at you and says, oh, you want to go there again? Maybe a different height, color, complexion, sex, whatever, but it's going to come back. That's what the 9 year is. So prepare ourselves. So if you have a feeling that someone that is competing with you, or you have a kind of, it's probably true. It's probably true. So follow your intuition. Friends are like your partners that are the supporting cast of your ancestors, of your egbe, because their ancestors, your ancestors working together. That is a friendship. I remember that back in the day, I don't know if they still have it in Africa, where a friend is so important that you had rituals that you do for friendship to maintain that friendship. Yes. And when I say that, I mean I do it myself. But there was a ceremony that I read in sociology of the Yoruba, I think it was, that it says that when you're a friend, it's like an institution. Everybody in the community knows that you're that person's friend. And so there are rituals and service at your death. There's rituals for the friend. It's very, very powerful. I can't remember how clearly, but I know in in our system that we have today, we have our egbe, our comrades in heaven, our comrades in the spirit world. I like to say heaven because it's like utopia, but spirit world that we made agreements with to come back in the egbe. And so you make agreements and you meet those people on here on earth. And sometimes they're just passing through. They're just passing through your life, and wherever you are, whatever trigger you are, and you want it to be something else, that's where the lack of friendship comes in. But it's not their fault, it's not your fault. And you also may not be a friend to someone else because of wherever you are. So this is a time to shift energy and recognize that everyone is not your friend, and it's okay. And if you move past it and you swing through it, you're surprised. You are taking care of yourself first. You are your best friend. Your Ori, your head is your best friend. So these are your supporting cast. If you feel a vibe of jealousy or envy, and you're like, oh, but they couldn't be jealous of me. Look at me, I'm there. Da, 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 da. Follow your intuition. Go within yourself during this time. Ask yourself, because during the year it's going to come back. If you've had an argument, pain, something, it might have an opportunity to come back to teach you. If you didn't make uh, closure, this is a closure time, so that if it comes back, you say, "Oh, I know this. This won't happen again." You know, you want to say, "Oh my God, oh, they're doing the same." Who do you blame? If something happens the same way and you feel the same way, that's your fault. And so, in this power of you, we want you to go within during this time with a lot of Obatala meditation. That's why we put the Obatala meditation on my uh, TikTok. So you can go in there and know how to set up an altar. And we have the meditation CD. Get that. This is the time for us to go within and get still. The weather has shifted, the time has shifted. We're doing a lot of sleeping and feeling drained, and that because we're recalibrating. You see how the plants are doing? And so we want to do that. We want to recalibrate and change. The birds have gone. I haven't seen my hummingbird in about a month now. She's gone. The whole family. They know we got to change. We got to fly somewhere else that's warm. We're not going to stay here and freeze to death. We have to do whatever is necessary for self preservation. So if you feel a vibe, question yourself. So doing this power of you, we want you to remember you have a friend, and it's your Ori, and you have friends that you have been there with them. Know that they're there. You've spoken to your Orisha about your friendship. You have done prayers for them. But more than that, you've actually checked who and where they are in their life and where you are. Is it a season? Is it a reason? Or is it a lifetime? And that is good. Yeah, so when people are telling you they're your friends, that's not the thing. Is that what do you feel is that person got your back? That you know that no matter what happened, that person got it. I know that person got me. And you don't have to have a bunch of friends. You can have one, or you can have two. But these are the people that when you are not there, they got your back. And they might come back and tell you how they really feel about the situation personally to you in private. But when they really are invested in you, you know that. So that's what the young man was speaking about, and I chose to bring it with us today. So making sure that this is a season for us to cleanse out, move out. You want to join me on the 18th when we do the webinar, the fundraiser. Whew, it's going to be powerful. I'm going to be doing some ceremonies and rituals that you will be able to do that with past issues with your family members, past issues with your lover, past issues with your permanent partner, with who you are trying to start a relationship. All of that is going to be shared with you. So join us, register for it. It's a fundraiser, a podcast. Uh, uh, yes, on the 18th. You want to join us for that. It's about reshift and clearing out some of the things in our lives with joy, with happiness, with expectation, with intention, be it physically, emotionally, but all of it works together. Your body, mind, and spirit works together. So doing your little cleansing during this time, doing the cleansing for Babalu Aye, for Obalu Aye, for Shopona. If this is what you're used to doing, if you're part of the Ore family, you know that that's what we're doing um, this month, coming into the equinox. So do whatever it is that makes sense to you. You can do it alone, you can do it in a group, but make sure that you are very intentional of recognizing what no longer serves you, who no longer serves you, who don't have your back, and know that it's okay. Like I said, if it's just one, that's enough. That is enough. So we want you to at this moment, I'm going to bring Obatala's meditation in, and I want you to look right now and feel the energy of cleansing, of removing. And if you can think of one trigger, one person, one situation that you really want to get rid of this year before the new year comes in, the few weeks, I think we got like 3 weeks left. Visualize it. Visualize the person as we do the meditation. They're walking down the street. You're walking away. They're walking away and you're waving goodbye. That really, really works. You do it for 21 days, that person will be gone. So if you have someone that you thought was your friend and it has hurt you, and you don't, people want to come back for closure and all of that, time to end it. Visualize yourself, we call this Obatala meditation, to see yourself on a mountaintop, waving goodbye to this person, and them smiling and you smiling because y'all have brought closure spiritually. Just waving goodbye. So I want you to take 3 cleansing breaths. And I want you to visualize a white light above your head, a white light under your feet, and 2 blue lights on the side of you. So we're cleansing today with Obatala and Yemonja. And as we cleanse to Yemonja and Obatala, we're bringing clarity and removing anything that has hurt us as far as a friend. Because everybody is not your friend. And it's okay to walk away and bid them goodbye, and you bid them goodbye as well. I was inspired to make this music as a way of sharing the power and the knowledge of Obatala, the Father. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Obatala lives inside of each and every one of us. And so Obatala is the owner of all heads. Obatala is our ability to intuit, visualizing that white light and to connect to peace, white on the bottom, that everyone is seeking. Obatala is struggle and then peace, breathing out, obstruction and clarity. The children of Obatala will face many adversities, Because only through adversity you can appreciate peace and calm and love. No matter what Obatala goes through, as an entity, as an energy, as a force, it always realizes its power by remaining peaceful, by remaining clear, optimistic, and having hope. So Obatala is the energy that when you feel like you've hit rock bottom, Obatala got your back. When everything else seems dark or distant or disorganized, Obatala comes in and gives you clarity. It makes you say yes, yes, yes to life. So this music is an opportunity for you to look at the challenges that you may be going through or the things that you've gone through. Oh, that white light is expanding. And recognize that it's all going to be fine. When you change your perception from being lost or victimized or being traumatized, when you change that to knowing that I am bigger than this, I am better than that, because I am not alone, then you know Obatala. Obatala is an energy that makes you know that your father is protecting you. Your mother is protecting you. Expanding that white light. The male energy, the female energy of peace, tranquility, and knowing that you have the power to be great. The energy of peace and the triumph over adversity. That's Obatala. When we get bombarded with the little trivial things, Obatala says, all of that you see down there is irrelevant. Wave what to your friend. What you are seeing is what I see. So whenever you want to connect to Obatala, sit on a mountain, sit on a hill, sit somewhere that can give you perspective that at the end of the day, it's only peace. And it's only love. Obatala, Obatasi, Obatayanu, Piminiki Olodomare, Obatala, Apoyingo Baba, Irewa, Agbara wa Fumoku Waki Abo, Lonio, Baba mi Obatala, Bawa O Baba, Bewa O Baba mi Obatala, Obatala, carry us today, carry us this season, Baba mi Obatala, as we walk away from what no longer serves us. Obatala Batasi. Just as you have brought me through challenges, Baba mi Obatala, and giving me blessings as a reward, I speak words of assurance of the power of Obatala over everyone that's listening to this. May Obatala come into your house and give you the power, the energy, the commitment, the dedication to see how beautiful and how powerful you are. Your home is a sanctuary. May Obatala continue to bless you. Obatala, expand your ability to see Obatala in everything in your life. As you allow that light energy to expand, allow it to come closer as it gets smaller and it gets closer. And let that white light from the bottom come within you, and from above you let it come within your head. And those two blue lights, let them coming on your both sides of you. Let them become a part of you. May the energy of Iami Yemonja Ogunte, the warrior, may she fight and give you the valor and the courage to fight for anything that stops you from seeing Obatala. Obatala epa o, epa, Obatala epa, Ogere Orisha, Ogere Orisha, Ogere Orisha. Let that white and blue just be your guidance as we come out this year, on this day, on this Wednesday. When you're ready, give your eyes permission to open, breathe slowly, and come back to this place, affirming that everything that you are walking away from is for your highest and best good. Ogere Orisha, Ogere Orisha, Obatala, Ogere Orisha, Ogere, Ogere Orisha, Ogere, Ogere Orisha. Y'all have a wonderful day. May you walk in the light of Obatala. May your ancestors surround you, empower you, and let you know that you have the power to be great. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Remember, join us. Go on my website, yeyefini.com, and sign up for the webinar. Ashe. Obatala,